So good evening, everybody. Welcome to today's session. As usual, being a Sunday, we meet and we talk about matters health. And today we are absolutely privileged to have a very special guest speaker who is going to talk to us about health, how you can live a healthier, very energetic life in spite of your age. We're all getting older and we need to keep our energy levels up. And there's none other to take us through that than Dan Odero. So without further ado, Dan, karibu.
Thank you so much, Fred. And once again, good afternoon for those in our time zone, that is East Africa. Good morning for those probably joining from another time zone. Just been a meeting that was a morning meeting. And being online, you can join from wherever. Some of us are afternoon, some evening, some morning. These Sundays, we take the time to discuss matters health. One of the important things is your health is your greatest wealth. And the question then begs, what are we doing about it? What are you doing to take care of your health? And what things are we talking about? And today we want to talk about something that affects a lot of us, and what are things that we have, what things can we do? So I'll go straight into it. And one of the things we want to talk about is taking control of your health. This is a thing that affects all of us, but you cannot think health is something for doctors. It's something for all of us. Each of us has to take care of the health. It's a bit as well. What am I doing? Excuse me. It is my responsibility. And when health fails, because we do not probably eat the right things or something happens, then we go to a doctor. But we can take control by the diets that we actually eat. There's a disease or a condition that affects a lot of people, chronic fatigue syndrome. And the company that we are dealing with addressed this problem right at the time when they began 60 years ago, 1958. Chronic fatigue was a challenge then, it is a challenge now. But the thing that brought out the problem of chronic fatigue was the move to industrialization, where we had people moving to cities, things were being industrialized, and then you had people, millions of people had to be fed. So we are no longer living in a farming society, farming communities. We moved out to towns to find jobs. And with that, we found the challenge that to feed 1 million people, you have to process foods. That was the genesis of the problem of chronic fatigue. Because when you started processing foods, and we'll talk about it a bit later, we'll get into it. When you process foods, to have them last longer, you remove some essential items and you give just a basic that helps someone to get full, but might not be nutritious. And this was the problem of chronic fatigue. There are many other things, of course, but this is one of the things. When you have processed foods, you might not be getting the wholesomeness of a food has to offer. And when you do that over a period of time, you don't get enough energy and you find chronic fatigue. The other things that might cause chronic fatigue, and we'll discuss that, but it's good to identify what it is. So if it's your processed food, says that. But if you're taking care of that and you're saying, I'm having more wholesome foods, what else can cause chronic fatigue? Let us discuss that. Because one of the things that we have a disclaimer right from the beginning, I am not a doctor. And if someone is feeling unwell, it is always important to seek a doctor, seek medical advice. That regard, I'm not saying there's some things that you can prevent it, some things that become prevented if we eat correctly. Some things can be prevented. When you've had a day out, and then some of the things that you might think of, when you've had a day out and chronic fatigue kicks in, you feel, and we've seen sometimes when you're traveling probably in public transport and you find someone in the morning and they're already sleeping. I said, but has the person slept the whole night? They're exhausted. Someone is standing and falls asleep on his feet. Chronic fatigue might be the problem there. You're so tired. You're just sitting somewhere and you find someone totally falling asleep. Some people have those conditions where they can sleep anywhere, but it also might be the indication of a problem happening. Some of the symptoms of chronic fatigue, and what are the symptoms of chronic fatigue? Brain fog, you cannot think clearly. Sinus problems, you always have your nose, your sinus problems, your glands are swollen. Tender lymph nodes, sore throat, stomach pain, bloating, or nausea. These are some of the symptoms of chronic fatigue. Light sensitivity, too much light, you want to be in the dark all the time. Heat shocks and chills. Unrefreshing sleep. You have gone to sleep early, but you are not enjoying it at all. Chronic fatigue. You're too tired, and even sleep doesn't help you. Post-exertional malaise, muscle and joint pain, headaches. And what are the most common causes of chronic fatigue? What are the causes there? We'll talk about some of the food processing where you have foods that are processed foods, but what are the other causes of chronic fatigue? Things that you must think about. And there are lifestyle factors, alcohol and drug use. Too much alcohol. When you have too much alcohol, someone overdrinks, they're too tired. You find them exhausted the next day. Drug use, if you're someone who takes some drugs, too much medication, drugs, can cause chronic fatigue. Excess physical activity, you're so busy, you're doing so many things, you're cutting up, you're so busy all day, at the end of the day, you get exhausted. Jet lag disorder. You've been flying, maybe your job takes you flying from one, you've got a 10-hour flight, 14-hour flights, and you arrive. You find before you can get back to your normal self, a day, 2 days have passed, jet lag. Lack of physical activity. Also, you've been sitting in front of the TV the whole day, just whiling away. This can also cause fatigue. Medication such as antihistamines, cough medication, you have been sick, this means you are so exhausted. Not enough sleep. You're not getting enough sleep, you're sleeping a few hours, you're watching TV or something, you can't sleep, you're worried, you're not sleeping enough. Unhealthy eating habits also can cause, these are some of the factors that cause chronic fatigue. Other conditions also, you might grieve. Someone has passed away, you're grieving. Can cause chronic fatigue. Heart disease, hyperthyroidism, overactive thyroid, hypothyroidism, underactive thyroid, inflammatory bowel disease. You're always going to lose sleeping well. Medication and treatments such as chemotherapy, if you're going for chemotherapy, radiation therapy, pain drugs, heart drugs, antidepressants, all things that might cause you chronic fatigue. Multiple sclerosis, MS. If you've got MS, you might also find you're tired. Obesity, could also be a cause of chronic fatigue. Pain that is persistent. Something that is pain that is not going away, so you cannot sleep. Sleep disorder. You find you're closing your eyes, but you cannot sleep. You're always awake. It's too much stress. a brain injury, you had something at a brain injury, all these things are conditions that might cause chronic fatigue. So we cannot just say, it's not only one thing that causes, and you cannot say, this is it. There are many things you have to sometimes go through a list. What is causing me chronic fatigue? Yeah. There are many other things, acute liver failure, anemia, anxiety disorder, things like cancer, the chronic fatigue syndrome, you're not eating well, chronic infections, inflammations, chronic kidney disease, concussions. So that is why I'm saying sometimes when you've got a problem, do not just come looking for, and first go to a doctor, and then the doctor can rule out any of these things. Coronavirus, when corona hits also, we're tired, we're not sleeping well, tired. Coronavirus also causes that. Depression, is someone depressed? So you cannot just say, look at someone and says, you're depressed, have some supplements. No, find out. Diabetes, asthma, all the conditions that are probably the cause. So there's so many causes out there. And if you want to do justice to it, many times it's good at times first seek some medical advice. The doctor can then maybe look at it and then say, probably this is a problem before we start going on. Your health status should be, when we're born, we need to be vibrant all through. And your life expectancy is probably, if your life expectancy is about 80, this is what it could, it's nice to have it all vibrant, even at that age, vibrant. And how can that happen? How can that happen? Because normally what the reality is, when we're small children, you see small children around, small children are very active as you run around writing of the child, the toddlers, the young ones are so active. When they're in the teenage, you can dance a whole night until the morning you get up and fresh. But as we get older, you find you start getting tired. There's an age when you have your 20s, you start working, the stress, lack of sleep, you don't exercise enough, this weight becomes a problem, and you find your vibe, you get less and less vibrant. Then as those things affect you more, you become sickly, because when you have a lot of stress, you don't sleep well, the body is then prone to sickness. And when you're sick, it even goes on, your vibrancy is less. Someone who is sick is not so vibrant, they sleep a lot of the times. There are problems with blood sugar, cholesterol, arthritis. And this is what happens, because then life, so you have, I was vibrant at one time, but then became less and less vibrant. But what can we do about it? The things you can do about this, that you can make it, that you are vibrant more. It should not be a curve that goes down. The older we get, the less vibrant we are. As you're older, you find someone else having problems. Oh, my joints are aching. Oh, I'm so tired. Oh, I haven't slept well. I can't sleep. I can't eat this. If I eat that, I cannot sleep. And it gets worse and worse and worse. But this doesn't have to be. This is what it is, but this doesn't have to be that way. There are things we can do to change that and make it different for us. We normally look for natural solutions. Let's go back to natural solutions. Things we can do to clear that. One of the things that we suggest at the beginning, detoxify your body. If you've been someone on medication for a long time, do a detox program. Have a healthy diet. Start taking care of what you're eating. Pay particular attention to the things that you eat. Don't just eat things because they look good or because some of the advertising. Take care of that. Restful sleep. Make a point of getting restful sleep. Sleep at the same time, at a certain time. Exercise. Avoid stressful situations. Run away from them. Reduce, if you are a smoker, reduce smoking. Limit the alcohol you take, intakes of alcohol. Yeah. Healthy lifestyle. So these are things you can start doing. Start taking care of these to make it better. Look for natural solutions, first of all. And as we said at the beginning, your health is your greatest wealth. And if you lose your health, you can lose everything. What does it matter if you're so wealthy, but you don't have good health? And how do you take care of your health? Exercise regularly, sleep well, consistently eat healthy, nutritional food. Invest in your health. Spend money in buying healthy, nutritional food, because sometimes you find healthy, nutritional food is at times a little bit more costly, not so tasty. But make a point of have you invest in your health? This is one thing, say, have I taken care of this as a family? Am I taking care of these things? New Life as a company, and has been around since 1958, have these things that they were thinking about. And this was some of the trends also happening. By 2020, it was projected that chronic disease will account for almost 3 out of every 4 deaths worldwide. And this was a study done by the World, not by New Life, by World Health Organization, by 2020, and we have seen it happening. 3 out of every 4 deaths worldwide is because is chronic diseases, things like heart disease, which are preventable, cancer, diabetes, stroke, chronic respiratory diseases, obesity. They are rising. They're not communicable diseases, but they are rising. And New Life came out saying, how can we reverse this trend? Because all of a sudden, by a certain age, when I get to this age, it's downhill all the way. And there's nothing I can do about it. There's something you can do about it. And New Life has a plan, and they say, this is what we can, there's something we can do about it. A bit of a thing, some background, the basis of good nutrition. What is the basis of good nutrition? And this pyramid, which came up, not by New Life, but New Life has adopted and said, this is what we work with. The World Health Organization said, this is how a healthy should look like. At the bottom of the pyramid, your exercise and healthy eating is there. The bottom should be an active lifestyle. Eating is what it should be. And then your basis of your eating should be whole grains. Can I have a lot of more whole grains? So your food, your basis should be more whole grains. The next majority of that you have is fruits and vegetables. Then small amount of proteins and very little fats and sugars. Balanced diet. But this is how it is. Activity, weight management, whole grains, fruits and vegetables, protein, fats and sugars. This is what it should be. That's what a healthy lifestyle will be, and will help you maintain a healthy lifestyle throughout your life. This is what it should be. This is what it has come to be. And we see the typical lifestyle nowadays. People have minimal activities. They're only driving or getting into an Uber or getting onto a motorbike to travel around. Not much activity, not much, it's very minimal. And then on top of that, very few whole grains. You don't do whole grains. Those rich ones, you don't do so much of that. Fruits and vegetables, you find a lot of times fruits and vegetables are sold a lot outside hospitals, because that's when people start thinking, now that someone is sick, they start remembering, oh, maybe I should be having more fruits, and they start buying them more. So people who sell fruits and vegetables find themselves biggest business is outside hospitals, where they sell more. Other places they find a very little bit. It's changing nowadays, but this is what we find. We find a big fact there. So the lifestyle is not, we don't do it very much. Proteins, we have much more proteins. And fats and sugars, the oily fats and sugars, we have a lot of that because they're convenient, they're nice, they're tasty. We have, oh, this is nice, this is easy to eat, this is easy to come out, it's nice in our mouths. And we've overturned the lives. And this causes us problems. This is what causes us problems. That's where the genesis comes to the problems we have. what can you do about it? How can you change this? How can you turn the pyramid back up? What is the solution? Because if you know, one thing about addressing a problem is know what is the problem, then you address the solution. How do we turn it back upright? For us, with the company New Life, what it has done, there was a business built on vision and belief. The founder of the company, Jerry Brasfield, at 19, benefited from whole grains because his mother was taking away. He had a problem of asthmatic and his mother started giving supplementation, and this helped him a lot. So it's something in his mind from that time. New Life was formed at that time, and he got involved in it. He wasn't the founder, he got involved in it, and later on got involved and started structuring the company, later on took it up. And one of the things that we have, and one of the things he says, we make success happen when we get out there, take chances, set our goals, and work towards them. When you put the consistent energy into getting where we want to go, we create success that people consider luck. So this is some of the things we started doing, some of the basis of, and that's the study that came up there. The whole grain supplements study came up at that time. And this is one thing that I know they developed. Jerry Brasfield has been there from the beginning, started doing that. New Life itself was built on products which are whole, natural, and organic products. Behind them and behind the formulation of the products was a scientific advisory board. One of the founders of the scientific advisory board was the late Dr. Arthur First. And some of the things he says, because we want to make the world a healthy and happy place, we must take care of these things. The formulation and the products that we have are based in nature, the blueprint, but backed by science. So all the products that are formulated by New Life are things that the scientific advisory board, and there's a group of scientists who sits back and formulates them. So, and it's not only them, it's not what they say. They have peer reviews. They go to conferences. They are constantly doing research, constantly, year in, year out. As we speak, they're doing research. When you choose products from Your Life, you made a great choice because the products there's a traceability. Yeah, the products, this whole full based, created by doctors and scientists. There's a difference there. They take time. They take time, and not only what they say, what is being said out there. What is the research? What is the research? What are the challenges? At the time we had COVID, they had something to say about it. When these things, they have challenges there, the scientists, so you can trust. You don't have to be a scientist to be part of Your Life. You don't need to be a scientist. I'm not a scientist, but you have the backup of top scientists around the world and a health professional council. So you are sure that what we have are good things, products that we have. Remember the story about the food processing? One thing they found when they process foods, they remove what has been removed to make it last long on the shelf is lipids and sterols. When lipids and sterols are removed from the food, lipids and sterols, not steroids, but sterols, are oils that enable a cell to be healthy. The cell wall, build the cell wall. And our bodies are made out of 73 trillion cells, which need to be fed. If you have the lipids and sterols in that, which I've got in the TRNN, is 3-in-1, 3 oils, from soya, from rice bran, and from wheat germ. These ones make the cell wall healthy. So when you get that was what was removed. When they found that study, which was done 90 feet by scientists, when that study was done, if you put that back into the diet and you have a healthy wall, nutrients can get in properly, toxins can get out. That's the basis of all nutrition. The starter. This product has been the same for the last 60 years, has not changed. No other company has a product similar to this. The ones on the market only do 1/3 of what this product does. This is 3-in-1. But it makes the cell wall more receptive. So a healthy cell gets nutrients in, gets toxins out. Tried and tested and has been used over years. This is what it is. It increases cellular energy and production. It optimizes the membrane function of all the cells in your body. Without it, you have your body saying you're eating things, but they're not getting in where they need to get. So with your basis, when you start saying, when I'm supplementing, I should begin with TNN, get my cells ready optimally, get my nutrients into the cells. And that's what it does, the TNN, what is it does. There are many other things that we also do, and they've also developed. Fill the fruit and vegetable gap because we have a gap there. And they also came up with a product called carotenoid complex. Carotenoid complex has the power of 115 kilograms of raw fruits and vegetables in every bottle. Clinical proven studies says that it boosts the immune system by 37% in 20 days. So you're better off. When COVID came around, the people who had a stronger immune system survived better. It increases by 37% in 20 days. This is a study done. And not even the World Health Organization went and looked at it. The world first whole food carotenoid complex. Carotenoid complex also helps in slowing down the growth of cancer growth in the body. If a cancer is growing, and all of us are prone to cancers, what we eat, we don't know what it does, but this slows down the growth of cancer in the body. What are you doing every day besides going for checkups to make yourself better in the fight against cancer? What are you doing? What are you doing? Some people say sometimes I go and eat my fruits. How many fruits and vegetables do you eat? Do you eat 9 to 15 servings daily, which is the recommended by the World Health Organization? Sometimes it's impossible, and the experts also we cannot do. So we try to do that, and then we add on by putting a product that has this benefit. 150 in every tablet, you find a benefit. This is something you can do on a day-to-day basis. Then we have omega-3 salmon oil, which fills the gap, and it has a balance, all 8 omega-3s, clinically tested, ultra pure. The alpha linoleic, the steroidonic. This is what we have there, salmon oil plus. There's one story I remember, and one of the scientists was out here, because we have got scientists who even come to our market. One of the scientists came out and said, a lot of people somebody say, I can get you a product at a better price out there. I can get it cheaper. Why should I buy it from you? Someone went and bought it. And the scientist went in and says, let us look at the, because a lot of people say this is what they have, and they go and say we produce. They went and checked. He checked a product called omega-3 in a chemist. He looked at it as a scientist. For me, I couldn't be able to tell. He looked as a scientist, and he looked at it and says, I cannot see part of these things that you say it has here. He asks the chemist, where are these things? And the chemist says, there's none. There's none. The product is called omega-3, but had no omega-3 here. Unfortunately, people sometimes tell you this is what it is because they hear people say omega-3 is good, omega-3 has this benefit. So they, to make profit more and forget about the benefit to you, they say they sell a product which has got nothing. Just look at it. In your life, this is the things they guarantee. This is what they have, they studies, and they put it in there. That you'll find when you start taking it, and you can do a test for yourself. If you've been using a microchip for someone else, come and use one for you and see the difference. If you can't see the difference, even go and tell your doctor to check your body after you've used. Because some people have not asked, how do I know the benefits there? Sometimes you cannot feel it. The doctor can ask the doctor, do a test, do a blood test, do a check, and they can see. And many times people have said, They've seen when they're taking our product, they see a difference because this is what it has, and it's clinically tested and proved. We're not just giving stories. This is what it does. And this is all that the benefits has. So you can be sure that we have products that are good, which then help, of course. Then there's the multivitamin and minerals, essential vitamins and minerals that you need, which nourish your cells. And more than just a multi-mineral. It's complete and balanced, proprietary blend, added iron. The World Health Organization estimates that 66%, World Health Organization estimates 66% to 80% of the population may be iron deficient. And more people are walking out with anemia. It's because they don't have the right nutrients. Because of processed foods, these things are taken out. It is good, and nutrition says eat a balanced diet. But sometimes when we go and eat the foods, they don't have them. So we need to also bridge the gap. Try to get the food as much as possible. If you can grow, maybe some growing a bit, and then supplement to make sure that you bridge it there. Because then you help a lot of the part of your bodies. You take care of something. Do not wait until it's too late. Why wait until you're sickly, until you're feeling bad, until you have to be rushed to hospital? Take this before. Don't tell me I'm not feeling sick. Take it before, even before you're not. This is not for sick people only, for everybody, just to live a life that is good. This is what you need to do. Now, the solutions we have is a product called Pro Vitality Pack, and it will help you in this step. Because with the Pro Vitality Pack, you have whole grains. There's meaningful physical activity, of course, take care of yourself, but then you have whole grains, which takes care of the basic the part there, because your tree, and then the whole grains taken care of there. Your fruits and vegetables with your carotenoid complex there. Your protein is taken care of a little bit with, of course, your multivitamin and vitamins there. Your fats with the oils from fish oil. So we are able, this is a solution from Neolife. Pro Vitality Pack does a fantastic job. Make it a part of your budget when you're doing your grocery shopping. Do I have Pro Vitality Pack in my pack? I have bought my food. Have I bought my supplements? A solution. As I say, don't wait until you're sick, until someone says, hey, Koshida, there's a problem. The benefit of taking Pro Vitality Pack, having it part of your budget, abundant energy. So if you're lacking energy, you're not trickling, you're abundant energy because you take with this. It's convenient. Powerful antioxidant protection. Lifelong heart health, optimum immune strength, healthy brain function, flexible joints, clear vision, youthful skin, lifelong cellular health. These are the benefits you get by making it a part of your diet. I see my hands up here. We'll answer them later. We'll get to you. And the person who invited you will also will give you more information. Other things that also help, another product that also helps very well with energy as we get older is a product called CoQ10. And this helps in the mitochondrial energy complex in the cells, promotes cellular energy, boosts overall energy and stamina, supports cardiovascular health, enhances muscle cell energy, production and renewal, supports new muscle development and retention, reduces muscle pain and soreness. You've got that pain and soreness from exercising. CoQ10 is one good one. Associated with statin use. Statin is some of the medication you use there. CoQ10 is a good product to have. Supports healthy vision, hearing, alleviates chances of migraines. CoQ10 is a fantastic product. If for those people also are a bit elderly, they are 50 and above, this product then is a good one to have for energy that you have there. This is the benefits that they have. Some of the resolution, and this is some of the products we have in Neolife, and that help with energy. Formula 4. Formula 4 is a 3NM with vitamins and minerals in one. First formulated 1958. Gives you that one. CoQ10, I've just talked about it. Salmon oil plus. Salmon oil plus. The vitamin B complex. Vitamin B complex, very good supplement. The B, whole family B. Your niacin, your folic acid, all there in the whole combination of it. Helps people who have got nausea, people who have got anxiety and worry. Fantastic product to have. People are going for treatment, chemotherapy treatment, cancer treatment. This treatment to have vitamin B is a good product to have. Calcium and magnesium. Calcium and magnesium, very good for women as having the monthly cycles. Very good product to have here. Gives you that. The multimineral plus alfalfa, your protein shake, pure protein without fat. Some of the solutions we have can give you, will help with energy. The aloe vera plus, pure aloe vera drink, Neolife tea, helps you with weight management programs. These are some of the things, the products that we have here. For children, we also have things. So we also have products for children, all C, chewable tablets for children, liquid bites, vitamin T in liquid form, Vita Squares and VitaGuard, vitamins and minerals, all in chewable tablets. VitaGuard boosts the immune system, like arena complex for children, very good there. If you listen to your body when it whispers, you won't have to hear it when it screams. And when the baby screams, it's about too late. This is some of the things we do and some of the things we can use. I'd like to just stop a little bit here and call a colleague of mine, Salim, who has recently joined the business and has built something else. He's got a testimony he wants to share with us. Salim, I want to give a testimony before I go on. Salim, are you with us?
Yes.
Please take the stage, yes.
Yes, Dan, I'm with you.
And your camera, you can put it on so we can see you.
Okay, there it is.
Yeah, over to you, Salim. Tell us your experience.
Okay. Thank you so much, Dan. Thank you so much, Fred. My name is Salim by Mwarema, and I do my business in Kilifi. I stay in Kilifi. That is County 003. And I've been with Neolife now for a period of, I guess I'm heading to 1.5 years. And it's been wonderful, 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 especially health-wise. I met Neolife through my last born son. I'm married to Catherine Macharia, who we do the business together. And we have 2 sons. One is 30 years old and the youngest is 20 years old. So the 20-year-old boy had challenges with his hip joints. And it ended up that he had to undergo surgeries, serious surgeries to fix the hip joint. And at that time is when a friend reminded us of Neolife. We had heard of it, but we had not really gotten serious about it. So we decided to put him on the products before and after the surgeries. And they really did a fantastic job. They even made us take back the wheelchair that we were told he was going to use after the surgery. And from there, we started using the products for ourselves. I had an onset of arthritis. The products also solved that for me. And later on, we were introduced to the business part of it. We were hesitant in the beginning, but later on, we decided to do it and try it as a business. And from that day on, it's been wonderful. It's been wonderful, enjoying the extra income, the lifestyle, the positive community, the health part, and we are there. And the future is so bright, health-wise, financially, lifestyle-wise, it is very bright. So back to the topic. I stay energetic. Before in your life, I'll saying the truth is, I never used to be that energetic because I used to feel so fatigued, so tired most of the times. When I do travels, I will do travel, but I couldn't do travels continuously. I have to break. But nowadays, I'm happy. I'm happy. These products, Neolife has helped me lose weight. It has helped me with the arthritis part. Now, even when I have meetings across the country, I can do them a whole week without getting tired. And I'm really happy. I'm really happy. It's brought a lot of happiness into my life. What I do every day, there's things I do every day that help me stay energetic. Most of them is what Mr. Dan has spoken about. The first one is exercise. I exercise every day. I exercise for 45 to 1 hour every day. Some few minutes there, I do brisk walking for a distance, which after that, I do some lightweight lifting and some stretchings. And this has helped me a lot with helping me to stay energetic, because it has helped me with the weight management. It has also helped me regulate my blood pressure. It reduces my stress, strengthens my bones, a lot of things. So if you exercise, it's one way, and it's the first thing you should do for you to stay energetic. Because if you have aching bones, you have weight problems, you have stress levels are high, you can't be energetic. The other thing I do is sleep. I really sleep well. I make sure that I get my 8 hours sleep every day, which helps me with a lot of things. It helps me maintain the healthy weight, the healthy brain function. It improves the memory. So I incorporate that too in my everyday life, and it's helping me stay energetic because now I don't have my brain is functioning well, my weight is in check, my memory is well. You know, if something is not right with your health, it will reduce you being energetic, because you'll always feel like something is pulling you back, and even your productivity won't be good. And then the last thing that I do, which is the most important, it's Neolife supplements. I really use Neolife supplements, and I'm happy with the results. Every month, me and my family, we sit down and make sure that we have a list of the products we are using for that month. So most of the times, ProVitality is always on the table. ProVitality is a wonderful, wonderful product. It's an all-rounder that gives you, works with your cells, especially there's TNN inside there. TNN works with your cells and give you energy from the foundation. And you find yourself very energetic, you feel lighter, you feel active, even you are thinking, you feel you're sharp. It really helps. Then vitamin E, we don't miss vitamin E, especially for the heart. Full motion, which helps me with the joints. I use this especially when I was treating my arthritis, and fell in love with full motion because it works with the joints, and you stop feeling those pains, and your cartilage also is fixed. Calmag is another wonderful product that I don't miss because it strengthens the bones, and it does a lot of work in giving you back your calcium. Omega-3 salmon oil, I'm always having it. I'm getting it in the ProVitality, but I always buy an extra bottle on the side so that I increase the intake. I make sure I take like 3 every day, and it really helps heart, brain, joints, inflammations. It's just wonderful. When you use these products, the way they make you feel, you find that you don't want to miss them, because they fulfill, and they complete that nutrition that you miss in today's food, because today's food is compromised in very many ways. And then masculine herbal, Twice a year, I use masculine herbal, which helps me put my hormones in check. And also, when your hormones are fluctuating, it will affect you being energetic and being active and sharp. So mostly those are the things I do. And I thank Neolife products because they play a very big role in making me stay energetic. And I will never substitute them for anything else. So thank you so much, Fred. Thank you, Dan. And back to you, Dan.
Thank you, Salim. There we have it, somebody who actually uses and benefits from that. And this is it. We need to do something about our health. And as Salima says, make it a part of your lifestyle. Make it something that you're using consistently. Because if you don't, then you have a challenge later. And that's not what we want to have happening. So the things that we think about the brain fog, what causes it? Remember the things that we've gone through, the lifestyles, what causes this, the conditions that are causing it, and how you want your lifestyle to be vibrant right through. Yeah, these are all the things that we in our minds. What are we doing it about it every day? What does Neolife offer us? If you think about it, if you went out there and you went out normally, I mean, there are so many cases of people who have gone out and are looking for solutions and they cannot find one. Even just basically, we took just the tree and then itself. Already you're doing a sort of big favor because what you're eating then gets into the body better, makes it more optimal. So these are the things we can do. And these are the supplements that we take. I remember when I first began many years ago, when I first got into Neolife almost 30 years ago, and I was skeptical about it. I then began to realize by taking how much benefits, and I've had stories after story of people who have benefited from using the program, the supplements. There are stories from personal usage. For myself, I probably have not had very many serious diseases and illnesses, but I've had family who have had challenges. And it's hard to have someone that's challenging and you don't have a solution. You've got a doctor says, I cannot help you. Just go home, see what you can do. I remember a story where a lady had for many years, she was having a back problem and she was going to a doctor. And after about 12 years, the doctor told her, no, I can't help you any longer. Just go on. And he had been with her giving her medication and he says, I can't help you any longer. But sometimes when you say then what are the solutions out there we have? Neolife may have solutions. We're not saying do not go to doctors. Go to doctors first, but here you'll find solutions and help you. Neolife has got, and for a healthy family, there are targeted solutions that we have. For bone and joint health, stress management, sharper minds, you'll find something. Weight management, you'll find something. Heart health, energy and fitness, digestive, boosting the immunities, sugar levels management, reproductive health, your home. How safe are the products you're using in your home? Are they safe enough? Sometimes we are taking care of our health and we bring poisons into our home where the things we go and buy. How safe are they? Skincare, what are we putting on our skins? I remember there's a time, and the reason I stick to Neolife, there's a time when I went and bought a bag, a rucksack. Okay, I bought a rucksack, but every time I put the rucksack on, I was itching. The thing was not touching my body, but I was itching. I was in pain. I was itching. How does some of the things that we have, some products out there are so toxic that even the smell of them causes you a problem. So we have to have a company like Neolife that says we can give you substantive things that help you avoid those things that are out there that are bad. Farm care. People are taking care of, we have got a product that helps farm care that you have things are growing organically and better yields. There are products there. Talk to the person who has invited you here to tell you about some of the products we have. Call them up, tell me about the products that we have in these ranges. Okay, what does New Life have? And then think about it. Like Salim and myself, like Fred, because we're doing this with our lives, we can then also, we find out they're always having a challenge. Nowadays, the budget is coming up. People are crying about how much money is less. What can we do about it? Think about a business solution. This can be a business. Get in, become a distributor. Buy the products at a discounted price. Become a distributor where you can get a benefit from using the products. Every time you use the products, the company has got something called a point value, which helps you to have a balance, to quantify what's happening in other countries. But the point value, when you buy products, you get points, which are not loyalty points like some supermarkets have or some phone carriers have. Points. These points are income generating points. Whether you're buying something for your own use or to sell to someone, you get points, which at the end of the day attracts a bonus from the company. So as you're doing that, you should take care of your health. You can be, and you're suggesting to others, because we talk about to others, and you're suggesting to others, you can also suggest, and some people might get involved. Also, like you say, I want to be like you. I want to be like Salim, make some bit of extra income. I want to be like Fred. I want to be someone who can make some extra income. Suggest they become consumers. Some say, can I make some bit of extra money? I'm looking for extra money. Can I be a seller? Can I be a business builder? We have a presentation on Mondays from a person who has been doing the business for over 30 years, who is an expert, will tell you how this can be done, how you can grow a business, how you can share the opportunity, how you can develop it with the background there, how you can develop from being with people who are leaders, personal growth, leadership development. As you're taking care of your health, you're growing your business. How you can get international travel when you're doing this, people here from different countries. How you can retire healthy and active, build lasting relationships. By the way, happy Father's Day to the fathers who are here. Some fathers who are here thinking about how can I make ends meet with a difficult thing, budget coming out. Happy Father's Day. As you're doing that, don't stress so much. Get some supplementation, get into business, use products that are helping you, share with a few people, get a few people who are consumers, have a few customers here. Build a business. How can I get people to build a business? And tomorrow's presentation will show you how you can build a business. The fathers who are here and are scratching their heads, ends are not meeting. Can I do something extra that does not take too much from me on a part-time basis and build a business? We show you a pathway on how it is done successfully and the support that is there to grow it. You can build a business. You are taking care of your health, you're making the money, and you're not going to take the money that you're making to our doctors. You're keeping your health, your family is healthy, you're not there always worried about it. This is something you can do. You're building lifelong relationships. Some people we've met here. Fathers, you don't have to be someone, so when they come there, they don't think, Father, give me something to, give me a bit of something back here. Enjoy the time you spend with your family. You can be in your house and build a business. You can, if the shilling is a problem to you, you can build international business. You have got business in Europe, businesses in America, businesses in other countries, Tanzania, South Africa, Australia. When you get into the business, you have a back office. The company gives you a portal where you can get products. So somebody else here, if someone has invited you, they can give you their website and you can go and buy a product right away from that. These are all things that you can do from the business and how it works. Ladies and gentlemen, let us think about how we take care of health. Ask yourself this question: what am I doing actively to take care of my health? What can I do to get my energy? What can I do to take care because of my stresses because I don't have money? What am I doing that can make my life a little bit better? New Life has a solution. New Life has some solutions there. Thank you for attending this session this Sunday. Take your time out here. I hope you learned something. We care about your health, and that's why we share this. If there are things that I want, place some orders. Ask the person who invited you, how can I get a kit? Call now when you finish here. Make a call to the person who invited you. How can I get more information about this? How can I become a distributor? How can I get some of the products there? I am so tired. How can I get some training? How can I get some vitality back? How can I learn to grow my business? Make the call now. As we finish here, go and call them. Call somebody to say, Happy Father's Day. I have a solution here that I can give you. This is something that I've learned and I have seen, and I think the rest of my life can be a little bit better with the things I put into place. You've been a fantastic audience. I look forward to meeting you on some of the beaches of the world and giving our fathers some enjoyment. Thank you and have a good afternoon. Goodbye for now. Make the call and let us see you probably tomorrow for those who are for the presentation. Get some products out there. Thank you, and thank you for joining us. Good afternoon to all, good morning, and good night. Until next time, next Sunday, goodbye for now.